In this video, I'm going to demystify a very common metabolic disease, PCOS, or polycystic ovarian syndrome. This is part 3 of my 3-part series where I break down exactly how to change your relationship with yourself and overcome perceived stress to reverse PCOS. If you haven't already, go watch the video where I break down exactly how beliefs and perception can cause disease so you have a better understanding of the importance of lowering stress to alter the state of your body. I will link that in the description below. I wanted to make this video because PCOS is one of the most common diagnoses among my clients, and it's very common in the world today as well. When you have a diagnosis, you're going to be in a state of fear, and when you learn about the thing you are afraid of, it helps to line you up with the solution instead of continuing to harm your body with medication, processed foods, and fear-based entertainment. First, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and hit the bell for more health and fitness educational content. I want to tell a personal story about my own journey with stress and self-esteem and how I got to the point where I turned my pain into power. So at 21, I was a very successful personal trainer. I had a very strong affinity for leadership and relationships, and the box gym I worked for promoted me to a management role. So at the time, I thought that I wanted to climb the corporate ladder and that's how I would find happiness. So I had zero leadership experience, and I ended up feeling like I had to not be myself in order for people to respect me. And that ultimately led me to a place where I had a massive identity crisis that led to a lot of health issues. So at my lowest point, I was dealing with intense pain, I had severe infections once a month, and I completely lost all purpose in life, basically. So I had a hospital experience that woke me up and made me start taking action on nutrition and exercise habits to begin healing. That took me pretty far, but then I went through some more life-altering events and my joint pain reappeared. So that made me take a step back because up to that point, I did not see the full connection between the brain and the body. So I thought all my problems could be fixed by controlling what I eat and how I move, but I was missing a huge piece of the puzzle. So that's when I got obsessed with learning about the science of emotions. So I find a lot of relief from learning the deep science behind things. So that's exactly what I did. I spent basically the last 3 years of my life studying neuroscience, the psychosomatic network, epigenetics, and anything that deepens my understanding of cellular biology and the connection between our thoughts and our inner state of health, if that makes sense. Taking what I've learned between the connection between emotional science and spirituality and putting it into clear solutions for you guys is what I enjoy most, which is exactly what I'm going to do now with linking together emotional health and metabolic syndrome, or in this example, PCOS. When cysts appear on our ovaries, we are given the diagnosis of PCOS. What I want us to get really good at is asking the question, what is my body trying to tell me, instead of why is this happening to me? The difference between those two questions can be broken down simply. What is my body trying to tell me is based on the emotion of curiosity. Why is this happening to me is based on the emotion of fear. Let's forget the diagnosis for a second and really feel the understanding that your body is always trying to communicate with you. Your body is never against you, it is always for you. This communication between you and your body begins way before you're diagnosed with PCOS. Those cysts appeared on your ovaries because your body is giving you the same message over and over and over again until you choose to listen. Medication lessens symptoms, but it doesn't teach you how to listen to your body. So if symptoms are simply a means for your body to communicate with you and your body is never against you, you can relax and just know that all of this is happening exactly as it should be happening, and your only job now is to listen, which is what I'm going to help you with. My symptoms needed to get really bad before I could understand what my body was trying to tell me, but that doesn't mean you need to do that. Understand that fear is the language of the modern medical industry. Fear is not the language of your body. So in order for you to be able to listen to your body, you want to get curious about the fear and own the fear and allow yourself to feel fear. When you suppress fear with medication, food, and Netflix, that fear will grow and grow until you are forced to look at it. Once you have sat with that fear for long enough to allow yourself to be curious, then the solutions will begin to pop up. In the other videos in this series, I talk about dietary solutions and exercise solutions, but the truth is, until you face the fear, you won't be super open to solutions other than harmful medications and victim belief systems. Once you get curious about what your body is trying to tell you, the things you were using as ways of ignoring that fear don't matter anymore. So junk food becomes less appealing. You'll crave being in nature more instead of watching Netflix, and you'll want to be kind to your body. You'll want to. So make friends with fear and then open yourself to solutions. We all know deep down that the body's natural state is not disease. In my experience with my own health issues and in my experience as a coach, I have seen people transform physically because they transformed emotionally. So practically the best thing you can do to become friends with fear is just begin doing less. All the behaviors and thoughts that cause PCOS are a result of doing things that you wouldn't normally want to do, if that makes sense. So instead of watching TV, go for a walk. Instead of eating processed sugary foods to make you feel good, just give yourself permission to feel bad and have that be okay. The moment that you allow uncomfortable feelings without resisting, what you'll discover is that on the other side of that discomfort is joy and ultimately reversing whatever your current state is. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and hit the bell. Also, let me know in the comments if this helps and if there are any topics mentioned today that would be fun to expand on more. Until then, remember that you have the power to change any aspect of your life, especially your health.